Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Jacob for Why Tuesday, coming to you today from back home in California. Coming up this Tuesday, Texas, Ohio, Vermont, and Rhode Island are all going to be casting their ballots for president. If you checked out the rules in Texas at all and you're totally confused by them, don't worry about it. You're not alone. Because this election could be the turning point in the presidential election as far as deciding the nominees, we're going to run through the rules in Texas so that everybody knows what's going down. Unfortunately, Texas's rules are some of the most complicated in the entire American voting system. It's actually a hybrid of a primary and a caucus. Some people are calling it a Primacaucus, other people are calling it a Texas two-step. Whatever. The bottom line is you have to participate in the primary in the morning in order to caucus at night. That actually means that you can vote twice in one day. The rules are so complicated that the official delegate selection plan is 37 dense pages long. Texas will send 228 delegates to the National Convention. Of these, 32 are superdelegates, Texas congresspeople and party officials that have no tie to the primary vote. 2/3 of the 228 delegates will be selected in the primary process in Texas. You figure that's simple enough, but it's not simple at all. Most states divide up delegates based on individual congressional districts. Texas does it differently, dividing using its 31 state Senate districts. These districts yield varying numbers of delegates based on the relative number of Democratic ballots cast in the 2004 presidential campaign and 2006 gubernatorial election. This means that in Texas, there might be two districts that have similar populations, but not necessarily the same amount of delegates. In fact, one might have considerably less delegates. It also means that you can win the statewide vote, but you don't necessarily win the most delegates. Texas also has early voting, and over 800,000 people in just the state's 15 largest counties have already gone out and voted early. Then, on primary day, after the primary election's over, the caucusing begins at night. You have to participate in the primary to participate in the caucus, and in the caucus, just under 1/3 of delegates, the remaining delegates, are selected in Texas's over 1,000 precincts. One thing became clear at Why Tuesday when we were covering the Iowa and Nevada caucuses. Caucuses requiring sometimes hours of time on a weekday evening are particularly difficult for people to participate in. Back to Texas. What do these complicated rules mean for the candidates? Mark Ambender from The Atlantic, joined by a number of his colleagues, wonder if the rules could help one candidate more than another. There's even talk of lawsuits over this complicated selection process. Here's the big question. Are the real losers here the voters? Is asking Texans to participate in a primary in the morning in order to caucus in the evening too complicated? What do you guys think? Leave a message, a comment here on the video. If you haven't subscribed to our videos yet, you can do so now. Or for more information, log on to whytuesday.org. And if you live in Rhode Island, Texas, Vermont, or Ohio, go vote on Tuesday. For Why Tuesday, this is Jacob Soboroff. Talk to you guys later.